Morning, people's morning. How's it going? Just give me a sec to gather, cut the bickies, and we'll get on the way. I said I might be doing the early. I didn't expect to do the early, but I said I might be doing the early. But I expect to do the early for a totally different reason. Alright, let's get you on a gamer screen. Let's get the camera for a second. Just so I can eat. Alright, so bring you up to date. I've done a lot of contracts. I've actually bought a Big M. I've done both of my grass fields, and that's then completely done now. I need to turn the grass fields both around. So we're going to check them for lime and fur. So we need to get rid of the trailer. So we need to get rid of the trailer, go down to the farm, get the limer, go to each field, see if it needs the lime. If it's green, we're not going to bother, because obviously you don't want to put too much lime in it. go. Let's put this away. Yeah. I'm keeping both of the bale trailers over here. Yep. Right. Put some around the front, and let's go back to the farm and get the lime. So this is Drow Mod Extended, guys. I've been playing this for a little while now. It is a new map coming to Mod Hub from Cavalry Roy. It's basically an extended version of the original that's already out on Mod Hub. With a difference or two, and one of the differences, it has more crop. That's the main difference out of the two. There's more crop, and the other difference is more fields. Hence the extended name. Right, lime. We've basically got no money as well, so, you know, have to be careful about stuff. We might even end up going into the red because of the purchase, but I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. The reason why I'm not too worried is because when I'm fully on it, like I say, I can earn between 40 and 70 grand a day, so like I said, you know, I'm not too worried about. Also, I woke up this morning, well, I've had a bad night's sleep. My shoulder's been aching like a beach. Okay, so it's not dark green, but it was a bit discolored because of the way we did it last time, fortunately. It's the way it is. Okay, yeah, that's one. My button can't allow me to do its thing today. I don't need to be too precise with this. Right, that last bit of biscuit, well, I'll have the camera on in a sec. And you may have noticed I am spreading less lime than I was the other day. when I said the other day, probably about 2 weeks ago, real time, when I was doing this, which is good. I mean, I'm probably going to spray a little bit more in a minute because I'm going to be on a yellow bit. Yes, I am following the GPS. Why? Because effectively it will save me money. That's not bullshit. Effectively it will save me money. Why? Because I won't overlap. So as long as I remember to turn off the sprayer every row that I need to make the turn. Well, I'm not made of money. Possibly get that last bit when I come back down again. There we go. Morning, guys. Morning. How we doing? Ooh. Yeah, like I say, don't know what was wrong a minute. I had a message while I was doing the radio saying that he wasn't very well. And not for a minute either from Welsh. I sent Minute a message immediately. We're going, dude, you're alright? You know? You're going to be able to stream in the morning? You know, don't panic if you're not. Just concentrate on getting well. I didn't hear nothing until I kind of saw his message saying no stream in the morning. So it is what it is, peeps, and it is what it is, peeps. And we wish Minute gets well as soon as possible. I mean, he says he's going to stream Monday. He's normally working, so I don't know if he is going to stream Monday or he just forgot that, you know, he's got work to do. Get there. We only have to do part way down. So depending on whether this goes too dark next month, we may not need to lime it. Next time we got to do this, not next month. Next time we got to do this, depending if it stays this dark, we may not need to lime it next time. Well, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Just farting it. And I know some of you are going to go, why lime it? Well, on the other stretch, why not? You know, if it's doing the field good and getting me the yield that I want, you know, why not? That's the thing that you got to think about, you know, is it getting you the yield that you want? If it's kind of no, then you've got to do something about it. So doing something about it, maybe liming it, maybe ferting it, maybe doing a whole replant. You just got to play it by ear and see what you feel telling you when you go do it. I mean, at some point, I know in maybe 6-8 months' time, the field data's, when I go and have a look at it, it's going to say it needs to be ploughed because it's produced, you know, there's stones underneath. I'm gonna have to replow it, resow it, and everything. I'll say that if it gets that far. I say if it gets that far, you know. By the time that happens, I may have paid off the bank and may have got 5 million in the green, which will mean challenge over. I don't know. I can't. I can't tell the future, but it may end up like that. So as you can see at the top of at the top of my screen is a lime application indicator. You want it in the green, not in the blue. And you don't want it obviously too low, so not in the red or yellow. Green's good, blue's bad. Blue means you've done too much. So if it starts going blue, stop. I'm going to apply this field against the lines now. When I say against the lines, I'm not going to use any lines. I'm just going to try and guesstimate where the line is and do it this way, and it'll be quicker rather than going up and down fucking 5 or 6 lines. Left a little hole there, but that'll do. I don't know whether that covered, but it might have covered. See what I mean? Just 2 rows instead of 6, 5 or 6. Probably need to go back over again there. We'll do that a little bit there, and we'll of course have to go back to the farm for a reload and then do the other field. But mornings, peoples, morning. How we doing? Let me know that you're there. Let me know if you're awake or alive enough, having coffee, whatever. Oh, need to watch that turn into that gate. Always get that wrong. Always get that wrong. Okay. One thing I do need to check on all my fields is weeds. I've not really checked them. Let's have a little look while I'm just sat here doing nothing. Growth. This one, weeds. So dead weeds there. We got a field of weeding here, and these the rest of them are clean. So it's just 52 needs weeding. Okay, we'll take the hoe over there in a minute. After we get this fertilizing done. Can't have weeds in the field, guys. Reason being, less yield. Now we've not got a sprayer, so we're going to have to take the hoe over, and hopefully that can do it. Something that we are going to have to invest in at some point is a small spraying unit. And when I say spraying unit, the smallest one in game is pretty good. So what you do is you buy the smallest one in game, which is the one that goes on the back of your tractor, and you buy the extra thing on the front, and it's a really good fucking unit. I think it's like 4,000 litres of spray in total. And for an English map, it's got all the yardage for the arms that you really need. English, Irish, UK map. It's got all the yardage on it you really fucking need. Shoulder's not feeling good this morning. It'll be alright once it warms up. Well, I say once it warms up, once the joint warms up. Jimmer, good morning. How we doing? I'm hoping that Farmboy Q got the thing because PayPal was fucking really slow yesterday. I say PayPal, that's how he wanted it, the £10 paid, but oh good, he's got it. I won't be doing it that way anymore, just to let you know, guys. Like I say, Farmboy wanted it paid through PayPal, and yeah, that's a no now. Reason being is PayPal have got this weird system where they even charge you through friends and family now if you don't watch what you're doing. So no. So if you don't want the giveaway through Steam, kind of tough shit. Or if you want it paid through PayPal, you pay for the payment. So instead of if the giveaway's a tenner, you pay the 99p to have it paid to you. I mean, I'm not joking. They really are. You know, like I said, it cost me 99p to pay to do the giveaway prize. And I think it cost Minute the same when he sent me my prize from him. So it just goes to show how much of a pain it is. Try and stop that happening. If two of us couldn't figure out that how to do it for free, because according to the website, friends and family should still be free, but they changed what they did to the thing, and you've got to change like loads of settings to be able to get it for free now. It's like, dude, we some of us only use PayPal like once a month. We have no clue of the ins and outs and the back doors and shit. It's a shit maneuver. It's a very sly maneuver, and if there's any other way of doing it, I'd do it that way. But PayPal's universal, and they know they've kind of got the niche market on it. Ooh, this might take a couple of loads. I'm not joking. This may take a couple of loads, guys and girls. At least it's lime. At least I can see where I've been, I suppose. But it needed it. Definitely needed it. So the idea is we get this in, we lime it over, we fert it over, so we get the fert down on the two fields as well. And then I need to come and do the field beside us in with the hoe. And then we can go out and do some contracts. And I've got to do it. I've only got 1,500 left in the bank, plus whatever I own, whatever I owe on the loan. Which is probably about 550, something around there, I would have thought. Might have enough lime to do a line or two. A few thousand litres to go. What I need to buy is an auger wagon, so I don't have to keep going backwards and forwards, so I can just bring the auger wagon over, and then I can line up. I'm on the lookout for an auger wagon, but obviously I can't buy one yet. 1,000 litres to go. This might be the last line before I go back and get a refill. Hoping it does the whole line. Still got plenty of the field to go. Alright, about halfway. Oh, we missed a bit up there. Okay, between the two rows. Thank you very much for the like on YouTube. Appreciate you. Alright, let's just make sure with this little bit that we got left that we're on the lines here. That's that. I got 178 litres to maybe fill this yellow dot in up here. Oh, there's a yellow dot down there as well. That's weird. It's about here. No? Okay. I don't want to cover. So it's grass, guys. Sometimes the little dots don't want to cover. It's over here. No, I don't want to cover either. Right, let's go get some more. But yeah, thank you for the likes on YouTube. Appreciate you. Don't forget, if you're over there, guys, watching after I finish my live, please make sure you, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, subscribe, thumbs up, chat in the chats with the comment section below. Everything you can do over there really makes a difference. And hopefully we can get to the magic number and go monetized. And then when we do our giveaways once a month, we can do bigger ones. That's my go. My go isn't to, like I say, for you know, the guys on Twitch that watch me regularly know that I don't do this to make money, to make my home life better. I do this to socialize with you guys because I don't get out enough, and anything that I do make from streaming goes back into streaming, whether it be for games, DOCs, upgrades to the equipment, giveaways. Literally anything I get from this goes back into it or back out to you guys. And like I said, a lot of people don't like you talking about that sort of stuff, but I'm kind of open. Like I said, I'm kind of open about it. You know, don't mind telling you guys about it. Don't even mind telling you the values of what I'm getting, because it's not a lot. It's nothing to. I mean, you know, you may be one of these that capture like a niche market in your viewership, and you get very successful very quickly. You know, I haven't been that lucky. I've been streaming quite a long time, and you know, I've built up very slowly what I've got. And I still find myself very fortunate about what I've got and what I've done. I mean, there is, like I say, there is people out there who hate what I do, and when I say hate what I do, you know, hate that I openly talk about the money side of it. And I think sometimes, for the viewers anyway, I think it helps you guys decide whether you want to invest your hard-earned money into a streamer, instead of just blindly just throwing money at him, knowing, you know, this money's going to go and do a good thing. Also, I'm quite open on advice I give as well for anybody who wants to stream. I don't know. To be honest, anybody who wants to stream, my best advice is don't try and be somebody else. Just be you. Play your games, enjoy them, and the viewers will come. Might be slowly, but the viewers will come. I mean, my niche when it comes to farming is I'll do a kind of challenge, zero to hero type of thing. And then the next one will be kind of a relaxed, do what I like kind of a deal. And then the following one will be, again, a zero to hero, let's go balls deep. Use all the small equipment and have a lot of fun doing it. Like this one, you know, this one's got seasons in. I've never done them before now. It's got the moisture system in. I've never ever used that before. It's got a lot of stuff where I'm kind of figuring it out as I go along, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And I think that's the key to any sort of streamer, gamer, whatever. You have to enjoy what you're doing. And the minute you don't, I think the minute that you don't start enjoying yourself is the minute when people come in to enjoy your sort of entertainment that they sort of creep out the back door. Yes, I'm a bit of a moaner. I know I'm a bit of a moaner. Some of you guys like it when I moan. Some of you guys don't like it when I moan. I think when I do have a little like rant and moan, it's justified. Well, not justified. Justified isn't the right word. I don't suppose. So the field that needs weeding is that one over there, that one right in front of us. I'm pointing as if you guys know where I'm pointing at. There's the field that's just over there. Brax, good morning. How we doing, dude? So, as far as ETS goes, guys, I'm in the Daffy Duck next month. Well, when I say next month, next week for me, because I always go like 5 or 6 days before the end of the month, and a lot of the time I'll have to vote on the day, and like the following job I'll change over and go. Whereas I thought I'd be slightly more organised, and I'll do the vote like now mid-month, and now the following day we'll go over. I'm okay, been farming the night away. Farming the night away? Okay, you've not been able to sleep again, dude. Yeah, it's been a rough night for me as well. I've been up and down, up and down, up and down. It's been one of those nights. It's not been like really hot. It's not been really cold. It's been like a weird one. But the wife's had the fan on to help her breathe all night, and I think that's been my problem. I've been too cold, even though I did put the, well, we've been sleeping under a summer sheet. When it gets really hot, we sleep under like a summer sheet, and halfway through the night I got really cold, so I fucking dived under the duvet. we've not got full lines to do, so hopefully this lasts. And then we can refill this, get the fart wagon out. And then we can, the farting won't take half as long because it's double the width. There's a couple of yellow bits though that I want to see if I can cover down the bottom end. Just watching how many litres we got left. There we go. 600 litres. So it took 2 whole things for that. There's quite a few holes down the bottom though. We're going to try and see if we can cover them. If we can't cover them, we're not going to worry too much. I mean, it's grass. It never really covers really great. No, that ain't covering. Oh, that one covered. Okay. No. Let's go back, fill this. We might as well clean it when we're back as well. I noticed it was dirty. It got really muggy earlier. It's possibly what woke me up during the night then. It got kind of muggy overnight. Trying to use this shoulder as much as I can to warm up the muscle. She's a little bit achy this morning. I mean, I could put my strap on, it's not a problem, it will heat up within 10 minutes. Did try and go to bed with it the other night when it was really cold. The last time it was really cold. Which I think was like a week and a half ago. The temperature went right down at night between the two like bright spells, and yeah, had it on for like 20 minutes and my shoulder got like, it was like it burning off. Hey Jers, how we doing, babe? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Shoulder's a little bit achy, but yeah, not too bad. Right, we're just going to clean this off, then we'll get a bit of ferting done. Then we got that weeding to do. Not bad, thanks. You just need a little bit more sleep. Sleep? Like sleep. Now I would say you can sleep when you're dead, but no, that's to be honest, when people say that, I don't think that's very fucking polite, to be fair, and I don't like saying it. I really don't like saying it. There we go. Straight enough. Right, let's get the... oh, bollocks, I forgot to reload it. Never mind, we'll reload it next time. I'll reload it next time I need it. If anybody's watching that's got the farm, so Wyatt, I know Welsh can't because he's not got the DLCs, or Kev. It is online, and I can have 2 of you in. Welsh will get the season 1 DLC to be able to come on with me when he gets paid next. Right, let's part this over. We're all groovy. Alright, we'll start from the corner, I think. Oh, needs fur. It's completely red. Only no field detected. Kiss my ass, no field detected. Okay, you're gonna be like that, are you? Asso. Dragon, how we doing? Okay, we can move over quite a bit. Yeah, typical grass field with precision farming. See how shitty the aesthetics is cutting in. So grass is still kind of fucked with precision farming, I'm guessing. I mean, it was working the other day. The first time I covered it, it was working. But yeah. There is a reason why I'm using precision farming, and that's, you know, to save money. You know, some of you are going to go, how are you saving money with precision farming? Because if it covers properly, it should sense if the areas need the fur, lime, whatever. And grass is weird in this game. It was in the other game, mate. It was in 22. And what we ended up doing, or what somebody ended up doing for us on the community farms, is we ended up changing how precision farming saw grass and made it into something else really close to grass on the stats, and that way we sort of, I don't know, backdoored how it saw the grass, so we were able to have the grass act normally as far as precision farming went. Oh, nearly 2 grand. That should be enough. Should be enough for that other field. Front's a little bit bouncy, but yeah, I need a front weight at some point. The normal rotation is still in order, guys. So tomorrow snow runner, Tuesday either racing or farming, depending on how many races I got. Wednesday American truck. Thursday is normally new game day if I've got anything from Keymailer or Dare Drops to do. Friday Roadcraft. Saturday is Convoy Day again. And don't forget the addition to Convoy Day. I'm not streaming it, but somebody will probably stream it. Is the Beaver Birthday Bash. I thought this one was going to act the same then. So yeah. Beaver Birthday Bash. This one will probably cover properly now. Reason being is because the GPS is working properly, so this one will probably cover properly. But yeah, like Dragon Mister said, grass in 25 in terms of precision farming is a bit weird. Sometimes it's like this, sometimes it ain't like this. It's just one of them things that you kind of got to get used to. If you've never tried to farm on Farm Sim with a steering wheel as well, I highly recommend it. Why? It just adds a little bit more immersion, even if you're outside the cab like I am, or you can put a button to put you inside the cab, but of course with a job like this you can't see what you're doing. That corner didn't cover too great, but on the most part it is covering all right. And yeah, basically what I do when it covers shite is I just look at the better parts of the field and go by them, because I know grass doesn't cover that good. I just look at the better parts of the field. So I look at the dark green and green bits of these lines that I'm currently on, and I go, right, so that's how the field's actually covering, not the red bits. Sometimes it don't work out on the yield wise, but you'll be fairly close. See, this side of the field isn't covering great either. 2 red bits on the corner. But like I say, you just look at the green bits. And you just look at the green bits, and that's kind of what I do. I look at the green bits and I go, right, that's how my field is. And if it's any worse or any better, that's, yeah, I just use, I guess what I'm saying is, I use the precision farming as a guesstimation of what the field's doing. I don't kind of leave it to the whole thing. Well, I'm going to run out. I'm going to have to fill up and come back, because this isn't enough to do this little bit here. Go. Alright. Let's fill up and come back then. The first time I've run out of fur, but then again, it's the first time I've tried to do 2 fields with it that are kind of, I don't know, starting again on their stats, because if they've gone a full growth circle. So what I mean is they've repopulated, you know, they've gone through the growth stages, they've been cut again, and then now they're ready for more fur. Mind you, I want to see what my first stages are in my other fields as well. I know I've got to weed one of them. Just want to see what the first stages are in the other fields. I think it's been a month since I last looked at them, and they weren't terribly good. This is something that we're going to have to fill up at some point again. Just top them both up. Lime and the fur. Keep them topped up so we don't have to worry about them. Now that we are liming and now that we are doing a bit of ferting, not really trying to do too many contracts when it comes to ferting, because obviously every time it does, it costs us a little bit of money. You know, even when we borrow the equipment, even if we could borrow the equipment from the contracts, it doesn't give us any fert with it. I didn't get to see how the boys did last night with the 12 hours of data with Barcelona. I know they were in about 17th place when I went to sleep last night. And that was strictly because of a garage incident where Borat got taken out. It was shortly after Borat got taken out, and then he came in the pits for repair, and it didn't repair him, so he had to go back round and go back in again, which happened to me a couple of times in one of the other races. The pain when it happens, but what can you do? You just got to deal with it. And that's what they did. They just, you know, dealt with it and carried on best they could. Yeah, I missed quite a bit there where I didn't use GPS. Right, so what I'll do, there's a little bit of a line just there. Just drive down it, that might see it then. There we go. There we go. I sat down, refill it, put it away. Well, I say refill it, put it away. While I'm so close to my field over here, let's just see how you are. Ooh, in a bad state. Okay. Before we do the weeding, then we'll spread some fert. What's the matter with that corner? That's weird. Oh, where went it? It's like the planter didn't plant in the corner. Don't matter so much. Like I say, this is the one I got to weed in a second. We might as well just check the rest of my fields for the same thing. Just make sure they're all in good health as far as fert goes. So I got that one just as we go towards the down lane, and we got the one below the farm. We'll check that as well. And then when we put the seeder away, we should have good fertilization for our fields. Or are we dancing? My pride is vital. My hands are cold. What am on my knees, looking for the answers? Are we human? Or are we dancing? Ah, shit, missed a bit. I'll get it on the way back. Are we human? Oh no, we're covering the whole lot, okay. We'll turn around and see if we can get it. There we go, that's how it should be covering. We had a little bit of a funny bit up in the corner, but sorry. A little bit of a weird bit here. That's better covered. Right, let's get back out of this field. That one's sorted. Not got much fert left. Let's just dip a wheel onto this field here, so this field's doing. Did I not buy this thingy for that field? Oh, we can't buy it anyway. It's no point covering it if I can't. No point doing another coat on it if I can't see what it's doing. That's one field I got to buy the thing on. So I can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's go refill this and we'll get the hoe out and see if we can hoe that field 52 and get that ship shape, and then we'll go do some contracts. Well, I say we'll do some contracts. We'll actually check the field below, see if that needs hoeing as well. Because it might. Or are we dancer? I don't get the lyrics to that. That's that song. Are we human or are we dancer? Not are we a dancer? Or are you a dancer? Are we dancer? Yeah. Refill this, which is what I should have done with the lime after washing it, but I didn't. I forgot. Yep. Right, put this away. Get the hoe out. Let's see what we can do. For us getting rid of some weeds. There will be days like this to come on the farm. We can't just do contracts every time. We got to look after our own fields so we can make as much money as we can. Right, there's the hoe over there. Like I say, we'll check the bottom field as well. Make sure they're all copacetic. This one looks all right. That one looks all right, doesn't it? Like I say, no field data. And I ain't got enough money to buy it. See, 7 grand. But it looks... You can normally see if there's weeds on the field, and this one don't look like there is. So I think we're good. Right, let's go to the other fields. So I got three money crop fields. I've got 2 grass fields, and I've got 5 other areas. On speed down, well, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I've not got drug dealer on speed dial. I'm high on life. To be honest, I think when shit gets you down, that's got what that's kind of what you got to tell yourself. And I mean really. If shit's got you down, just go. Today's going to be Today's going to be a good day, regardless what anybody says to you, regardless what anybody does. Just tell yourself that today's going to be a good day. And 9 times out of 10, it might end up a good day. But if you start out thinking life's shit, you know, there's weeds on here, but they look dead. Let's just try it. They look dead. There's weeds on here, but they look dead. Like I say, we'll try it and see. Thank you, Gemma, for keeping the hype going over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Alright. What I'm going to do is just do a little bit and see if it's clearing. No, it's not. I think these are dead. It's not really clearing. I think they're dead. Yeah, think they're withered. Okay, they're not doing anything. Get off the field quick as possible. Just a shame. Let's I'm guessing this tractor's a little bit underpowered for the hoe too. Yeah, see the difference in colour with the weeds on this one? Totally different colour of weeds. There you go, these disappearing. We'll also check 46 for weeds as well down here. I think that's the field that we've only just got, and we just turned around. Or I turned it round. Crazy Chris, good morning lady. How are you doing? How was your weekend away? Well, I suppose it's still happening. You haven't finished it yet. It's the last day. Good, thanks, still like, yeah, that's what I'm I heard it come out of my mouth and I went, hang on a minute, last day. Once again, guys, there's a message in chat saying that Minute didn't have a very good night last night. We were supposed to have a VTC managers meeting, and the moral of the story is he wasn't very well, poor chap. So I'm presuming he woke up today not feeling very well either. So yeah, we're sending the love to Minute. Hopefully he's going to be compass mentis to go to his IRO job tomorrow, and yeah. I mean, one thing he can't do if he's if he is ill tomorrow, he can't suddenly stream, just in case any of his colleagues work with him. Mm-hmm. Boatsy, good morning lady, how you doing? Oh, second headland. Olga here, how are you? I had a rough night. Up and down most of the night. Woke up today, the shoulder's aching, so... And normally when the shoulder aches, it means that the joint has got really cold. As you guys know, I had frozen shoulder in that one, and then this one kind of went away, and now I've got it in that one. It's kind of like having what do they call it? Arthritis in your arm, but like more pain to do with, you know, I don't know how to describe it. A frozen shoulder. I mean, it freezes in a place. That's that's one way of describing it. You can't sort of put your arm up or out or whatever. That's part of it. Cold weather affects it, same as like arthritis and stuff, and yeah, it's just an absolute fucking pain in the ass. Can be, anyway. We're just tending to some of our own fields at the moment, just weeding, so we're not really earning anything at the moment, but it is what it is. You know, if this is what we got to do to get better yield on our cash crop, then that's what we got to do, innit? Might have to just go on that other bright white line there and get a little bit there, because we don't want to leave any. I don't know whether they populate, see? In real life, weeds would populate if you left a weed behind. Bit of wind, a bit of weed spore could come out and populate the side where you've already fucking dug them up. Same as your flowers and everything else, you know. Wind catches the spore off the top of the plant. You could end up having that plant fucking right across your garden. Which is why the mint plant is so predominant in some people's gardens. Now that thing can be an absolute nightmare to get rid of. But if you do want to thin out your mint in your garden, make sure you dig the weed out of each one. Don't just take the leaf off which you're going to use for your mint sauce. You know, take the whole fucking thing if you don't want it so, you know, your mint area to be so big. Learned that off my dad. My dad was green fingered. Yesterday was an awesome day of trucking, and anybody who did truck yesterday or was part of any of the streams for trucking, thank you guys for being so fucking, you know, well, just being you guys, coming out, supporting the VTC, having fun. Just want to check this field here. This one looks okay. This one looks okay. Yeah. Not only does this one look okay, pH levels in the green, fur in the green. Yeah, this one looks perfect. No need to do anything with that. Right, let's take this back to the farm and, yeah, contracts. In fact, while we're out with it, let's see if there's any contracts to hoe with. Yeah, 2 of them. Right, where are we going? Don't need that one anymore. Boosh, go back there again. Right, so got one at the end here. Not sure how to get in there. Might be down this laneway somewhere. How to get the 24. And then we got another one down here. Well, I know how to get into this one. This one's down this laneway here. It's just how to get into here. Okay. So I think to get into here, getting to where I'm going, it's down by where I take the milk for the goats. I think that's where I gotta go. I'm hoping that's where I gotta go. Can't really see where the entrance is to that field. So it's a bit of a guesstimate, but hey, here's what it is. And this is kind of, this is also the kind of way I save time and effort as well, you know, because I'm out with the hoe, you know. Have a look on your contracts. Go out and do the rest of the hoeing that needs doing. And then when there's finally no hoeing to do, you take that back, you get out your next implement, and you do the next section of jobs. Yeah, it's a bit boring for you guys to see, but I'm playing a zero to hero, so, you know, I'm trying to gain as much money as fast as possible. And the way to do it is not to waste time. The less time I waste, the more money I'm earning. That's kind of the way you got to think about it. Where do you go, my lovely? Yeah, so the least time you can waste going to and from your farm, changing implements around, the more money you're earning, because the less time you're actually wasting. And like I say, that's one of the key things that I sort of implement into any zero to hero, really, is the non-wasting of time. And like I say, if anybody does do a zero to hero, like a proper zero to hero, the start of your game is a little bit essential. So you need to have a look at what fields are around, what fields are available to be done, and get the stuff that you can afford to do those jobs with, as many as possible. Now, what I would advise, kind of the way somebody else didn't do it, because the first thing they did was lease a good tractor, as you saw the other week, is not to lease. You know, set yourself a good start amount, so like $500,000 or whatever. You know, if you're doing a zero to hero, that is, set yourself a good amount to start with, like $500,000 or so. Set yourself a good amount to pay back to the bank as well, so maybe $1 million, and tell yourself that, you know, once you're, depending on what your dailies are during the month. So I'm doing a 4-day month. You know, you may be doing a 1-day month. Well, regardless, to be honest, really, $5,000 payback. So minimum payback per month. That starts the next day if you're doing a 1-day month. What I normally do is, if you are doing a 4-day month, then I've already done that line. Then you sort of skip the first month's payment. So because it's a 4-day month and that 4-day doesn't activate until the following month, you sort of use the first day as a free day, and then you start paying at the end of that month. I try and pay at the start of each month when I get in front, which I have now. So I'm now paying at the start of each month instead of the end of each month. So I'm always in front. And then when I get enough money, I pay over the amount as well. So I'm well in front now. And that's just the way I do it. And I don't lease. Catch you later. I want to have a hot drink and a bacon sandwich. Oh, bring me one. Yeah, that's the way I do it. I try not to lease anything if I can help it. And if I do lease anything, never lease a tractor. It's the most, at the start of your starting equipment, it's what's gonna give you the most pain in terms of how much you got to earn per month. So say this tractor here might be $12,000 a month. That's 12 grand you got to pay out, plus 5 grand to the bank. That's 17 grand without interest payments before you start saving money for yourself. And that's kind of what you got to think about. You know, 12 grand before you even can start thinking about money for you. So yeah, try not to do anything with like that. I mean, what I would do, so like if I had 500 grand, depending what the rules are, I mean, I say depending what the rules are, sometimes the rules might be like mine, I had to buy somewhere. I had to buy at least some land somewhere. So that's partly 500 grand. You got to put that in. I mean, basically, what I would suggest is start, first thing you buy, if you got to buy land, is buy yourself some land or a farm or whatever. Try not to spend too much. You know, just, your land is your land, because you're not really going to do much to your land for a little while. So just buy some land cheap as possible, if that's what you set yourself to do. Get yourself the cheapest tractor possible, regardless of what it is. The larger one of the two Oda Mercedes, if you've got the Mercedes DLC, they're not bad. They're a little bit sluggish, but they're not bad. But the biggest one of them will allow you to, I think will allow you to have the Shamazaz front and side mower. And yeah, you know, so you can do a lot of mowing. So there's, in total, the tractor and your mowers, to buy all of it is about 200 grand. So you've not really spent that much out of your 500. You know, and you can get along quite well with just mowers, a tractor, and if you like doing log transport, if it's on the map, buy yourself a logging trailer with a crane. Yeah, it'll take you a little bit longer to do the deliveries, but it's easy money. If you like doing log transport, it's easy money. You know, well, I say 4 to 10 grand. If you're on easy, it's 10 grand for logs. If you're on hard, 7 grand for logs. But regardless of what it is, it's easy money, you know. Once you get used to loading the logs, you're only there a few minutes of time putting the logs on. You spend more time travelling to and fro the sawmill or the furniture makers than you are actually, yeah, doing the actual pickup. That's what I found, because I'm pretty good at loading. I spend more time traveling than I do loading the logs. Right, that's virtually one field done. In fact, that is one field done. This corner here, and now we've got to go down past the car, down past the sales and everything. Right, we'll actually accept that contracting because we've not got much money, so if anything comes out, we'll be right. There you go, we started earning. Any more hoeing that popped up while I'm in the menu? Some ploughing, stone picking. I'm not too worried about stone picking either, guys. Why? Because we're not really gaining anything from stone picking. It's a long-winded job, and the stones aren't worth a lot when you sell them. Normally I would. Normally I'd go, yeah, give me stone picking, give me stone picking, give me stone picking. Why? So I've normally got, I keep saying this every time I mention stone picking. Normally I would do them all the time because I've normally got farm productions in from Cavaleroy. And with that, you can put them in there, a little bit of water, and give it a month or two, but you've got free lime, basically. Or rather, lime at a very, very low cost. And when I say low cost, I think it's £2 a cycle. And it makes like 1,000 lime or a couple of thousand lime a day. So, like I say, very, very low cost lime. But if you're just joining me, guys, morning, how are you doing? Like I said, on the red side, please, if you can do it, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, chat in the chat, do all the things over there that you guys know will get me better seen to the algorithm. And I will say thank you very much, and I appreciate you. Hopefully we can get to that magic figure of 500. Not only will that get me monetized, but I will then do a 12-hour stream in celebration. Same goes on the purple side. If I get to the magic figure of 2k, a 12-hour stream with a timer. First day will be 16 hours long if the timer goes up that far. And then every other day after that will be 10 or 12 hours depending on what I can manage. At the moment, there's only really one other map I'd like to play. If I finish this within the next couple of months, which I doubt it, there's only one other map I'd like to play, and that's Bally Springs. Right, there should be a little laneway on my left. Let's ease off. Maybe it's by that gate. Just here? Yeah. So we're looking for a gateway over this side. About now? Yeah, boy. That's where it is. We were born to be alive, we were born to be. Anybody catch my radio show yesterday of well, Mackers gave it as Club Classics of one. It was just a club session basically. We did a bit of rock later on in the show, but yeah, I thought it was a good show. There's loads of weeds on that field beside us. Jesus. We were born, want to be alive, want to be alive. Morning, Hawaii, how you doing? You're right. Wonder why the next door field didn't want me to hoe it, didn't want me to weed their field. Maybe it's too late in the growth stage. That might be what it was. Because that looked like it definitely needed fucking weeding. What's the plan for the farm today? I've just finished doing some kind of housework to do with my fields, and I'm out there just doing some contracts now. Just earning back some pennies. I've only got 4 grand. Second day of the month, so plenty of time to earn the money in. I do need a couple of bits. When I say I do need a couple of bits, I could do with like a small auger wagon that holds like 10 grand of lime or something. Just to like I say, anytime I'm out doing big fields and it's taking a lot of lime, at least then I can just stay where I am, bring the auger wagon to it, refill, carry on. Also, it's a good way of getting us another player involved when somebody's available to come and give me a hand on the farm. I know a few of you are going, I'll come. Unfortunately, a few of you have only basically just started watching me like within the last few months, and yeah, this map isn't out yet. You know, I don't know you, you don't know me, kind of a thing. And I have to be sure that you're not going to put content out that, you know, you're not really supposed to be, because, you know, the map's not out yet. That's not saying I don't trust you, but, you know, we do have to be careful about who we give the map to. Nothing on you guys. Absolutely nothing on you guys. We, like I say, we just got to be careful. Right. Ups and downs. And then we'll see if there's any more hoeing to do. And then, yeah, if there's not, we'll take it back and see what we can do. Like I say, we're not going to stone pick. That's not really money-wise, because we don't need to... we've not got farm productions in, and, yeah, there's no point. If we could have farm productions in, then, yeah, we'd have it. We'd do it. Because then we could have the lime for it. We could have the stones for ourselves. Seems a shame, really, to waste to say that, but like I say, I've developed a way of becoming economical of the jobs I do, so that it's not costing me anything to do those jobs, like fertilizing, like liming, spraying's another one. You know, where you got to buy spray to do the contract with. You know, it's just basically paying money to earn half as much. Whereas I could just go out and do some logging for the same amount of money and do it in the same amount of time. I've got my log truck. I can just go out and do some logs for 5 or 6 grand. The thing is, I don't want to be... Once I start logging, that's me done. I'm literally log. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm waiting for an update for the map to come out, actually, because Roy's fixed the login, some of the login places. And there's some other bits and bobs that he's fixed as well, so I'm waiting for an update for the map. Hopefully, I don't have to restart everything again. Which is why I've got dev console in the background, you know, just in case there is an update for the map and it requires a new save. If it does require a new save, I'll do exactly like I did the other day, write down everything that I have, which is a little bit pain in the ass, but it is what it is, and literally we put in the update and redo everything. Just sometimes you can't put the placeable and vehicles XMLs into the new save. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, if you're wondering where Minnow 9 Gaming is this morning, unfortunately, poor boy isn't very well. Like I say, we were supposed to have a management meeting last night, and we got a message saying, I'm not very well, guys. Can we reschedule? And we were all like, yeah, no worries, dude. I'd rather, I mean, I could have done it myself. But I think he's got some things written down that he wants to get out. So yeah, we just want to have the one meeting and get it all up and sorted, and then we can get it into the rest of the management team and see how they feel about what people are feeling. And yeah, again, time versus effort. Yes, dog. Get another packet out soon. Look, that one's empty here. Good girl. Empty. I've got empty. Speaking of empty, I've got empty my bin. There we go. Right. Any more hoeing? Nice tedding one there. Stand in the corner, but nice tedding one there. 11 grand in tedding. Might go do that in a minute. So I mean about the wood contract, 7,345. That's basically 5 grand, 5 grand, 5 grand, 5 grand, 5 grand. And it'll take me about 3 or 4 minutes to do each one. Whereas these might be 20, 30 minutes and we only get what's on the thing and a few quid for selling the stones. Not really worth it. Spraying, not really worth doing. It's going to cost us £1 or £2 just for the liquid. Although with a sprayer, it's very, very quick. So yeah, I mean, they're kind of worth doing. That'd be end up 3 grand and that'll end up 6 grand. But we've not got a sprayer. Ploughing, although these two are worth it. Very, very slow jobs. Again, time versus effort. And any harvesting that we can do? Yes, we could do that one. Soybeans. That's the only one. Only one. Ferting, that's a nice one. That'll give us 5 grand after paying £1 for the fert. Deadwood, I don't do deadwood. Cultivating, a couple of nice ones there. Oh, hello. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, boy. I know we always do wrapping, but 20 odd grand, I can't afford to turn that down. I can't afford to turn that down, can I? 20 odd grand. All right, let's get this implement back to the farm and change over. Yeah. 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 I'll tell you what we might do while we're passing the shop, though. Let's get that one in. While we're passing the shop, let's just buy a front weight down the bottom. Weights. What weight should we buy? I don't know. I kind of like a... How much does that weigh? 1.7 ton. 2 ton for that one. Class 1. We could put that at 2.5, couldn't we? 2.5 would be kind of cool. Might be a bit much though, isn't it? Nah, let's just do the class 1.8, I think. Let's just have that one. 2.2, that'll do. We'll just have it in grey as well. There we go. There's our front weight up at the shop to pick up. Oh, I'm in the hedge. And half of that is because I'm trying to pull away with an implement on the back that weighs quite a lot. Like I said, I think I only need like maybe an auger. Then, yeah, we can basically do most things. And then it's just a case of, do we want to save up and buy a spinach harvester? Do we want to save up and buy a bean harvester and shit like that? Because we don't have to in this. It's just 5 million over the top. So let's get off of that. Pick this up. Then we should be weighed down. There we go. See the front squat down now? There we go. Now we shouldn't slide around the floor so much. Right, so we'll drop the hoe. Pick up the wrapper, go over and do that one. That's 24 grand, and then we might do some of the, so might do those tedding jobs for another 11 grand. We might be able to get all them done by 11 o'clock tonight until we have to return to the farm in Toolsdown. Just remember that's one of the rules. Toolsdown at 11. Toolsdown at midnight. I normally say 11 o'clock. You know, start looking to go back to the farm about 11 o'clock, depending where I am on the map, so I can get back to the farm by 12 and switch off. Still not dirty enough to wash. Normally you can tell the dirt goes up the windows and you can barely can't see the fucking tires, but it looks pretty good at the moment. So after stream today, I've got to run a few errands for the house, empty bins, and do some dishes and some other stuff. Like I say, not sure what time the boys finished last night in the racing, so I'm not sure if Tav's going to be on the day. I would presume he is going to be, though. I know, presumption is the mother of all fuck-ups, but hey. If we didn't presume, the wonderment wouldn't be there. Right, wrapper. There we are. And the field that we're going to is the big field up in the top corner. Yeah, now the front stop lifting as we go out the gate. Exactly what we wanted from the front weight. That means we should be able to scoot around this bit a little bit quicker than we normally do without it sliding around. Yeah, that's working perfect. The gates will open if you want to slow down and give them a chance to open, but Roy's made them non-collision as well. Like I say, this is Dromard Extended. It's a very, very good looking map. Undulations in it if you like that type of map. Set in Ireland. And yeah. I'm very much enjoying the map. Very much enjoying using kind of a very, very hard Cavalier Roy's rules. And yeah. Cause I'm TNT Dynamite. Oh? Where the fuck's this? I thought it was up there. Where the fuck's this field? Oh, fuck, it's the big field down the bottom below mine. Shit, okay, not a problem. Let's just, yeah, scoot down here. Oh, is that the only gate? Okay. Back over this way then. My bad. Okay, so it's straight down from where I am. And no, I can't steal the bells afterwards. I know some people ask whether, oh, can you steal the bills afterwards when you do the rapid? No. I have got a contract sort of mod in, but not contract boost, which allows you to play with it and take the bells afterwards. No. Which is why sometimes when you do contracts that you're bailing, or you're wrapping or rather, and then you go back past them a couple of minutes later when you've already basically accepted the money in and the bells are still there. It's because you've used contract boost and you said that you wanted to keep the bells afterwards. So I've got wrap at the shop, emergency style, and I've got wrap at the farm that I can bring out to myself. Anyway, Pete's, what's your plans for the Sunday? You doing anything? You go anywhere? Are you having a lazy day? Tell us what's going on. Even if you do having a chill day and just going to be lazy, you know, just having a lazy day, you know, we don't care. We don't judge. Sunday we don't. And I want it now. I'll create my own lines in a minute, because as you can see, that's the line there, that one and that one up there. I'll create my own line so I'm not traveling very far between bales and making the rat more efficient. So I'll probably travel over in diagonal so I get 4 or 5 in one line. I'm sort of wrapping one, I'm over the next one, and I travel to the next one, and I'm ready to go for the next one. Well, like this one, that as you can see, this one comes up, nice little bow round. Try and get on that row in a minute. Listen, hardy people. Just like this one here, maybe that one, probably that one, inside and that one, all in one sort of fell swoop. And then what we might do is go around this little bow, go around that little bow, and then get the ones up the line. Like I say, time versus efficiency, guys, is the aim of the game. Earn you a lot more money. Time versus efficiency. I think to earn the most money, you got to be a little bit Scroogey. You know, try not to pay out so much in big time earning. The way I've been doing it so far, and it's been working for me, like I say, anywhere between, on a day where I've started doing contracts, anything between 40 and 70 grand a day is what I'm doing at the moment on this particular playthrough. And that's on a hard mode with seasons. And I'm earning that much. I know some people go, how? Well, like I say, it's just a case of finding the right jobs to do and just stringing them together so I'm not wasting time traveling to and fro my farm to change equipment all the time. You know? And try not to do jobs that are going to cost you any money. So, you know, fertilizing, liming, spraying, all jobs that cost you money for the products to do those contracts with. Yeah, obviously bale wrap costs you money, but wrapping I can do, I mean this field maybe not so much, but normally you can do 3, 4, 5 fields, you know, earn about 40, 50 grand, and you're only paying out 1,000. So the money versus money can be earned is a lot bigger between. You know, when you're earning 40, 50, 60 grand and you're only paying out 1,000, then it's kind of worth the spending out to do the job with. And like I say, the rat normally lasts 3, 4, 5 fields. Maybe more sometimes, depending on what bales are on the field. And I think I'm averaging about 4 bales a strip. So I think we've got about 20 odd more bales we can wrap. 20 or 30 more bales we can wrap. Which may not be enough for this particular field. But like I say, we do have wrap at the shop that we can grab. We do have wrap at the farm we can grab. And we got enough to buy some as well. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, yes, the adage with doing fertilizing, even though you kind of maybe got to watch what fields you're doing, like I say, time versus effort versus cost. When it comes to harvesting said fields, yeah, the extra yield is obviously bonus to what you're earning. So basically what that is obviously the contract is only worth so much regardless of if you fertilize that field or not. But where the fertilizer comes in is the overage. So if you get it right so you can have everything off the field, you know, the overage of what you've harvested might be the reason why that field was so profitable. So say if you got, say sometimes you get 1,000 liters of product over the top, which is then yours from the contract. Just say you fertilize it, you get 6,000 instead. That's 5,000 liters, which you can then sell. That gets you your profit. It's a lot to think about. Really, is a lot to think about when you're playing farming or doing the farming. And same goes in real life. I mean, same goes in real life. You know, if you don't fertilize your field, how do you expect to get the extra yield bonus? All the extra yield from your crop, because you're not really helping the soil produce the healthiest plant. Because that's all it's all about. It's all about keeping your plants or grass or whatever you're growing healthy. And yeah, nutrients in the mud and obviously moisture all help. Once I do this line and I do that little thing there, that's basically half the field done. And I've not really travelled very far to do it. How much loan you got left? How much loan have I got left? Ooh. How much loan have I actually got left? Finances. 680,000. So quite a lot. I mean, strictly speaking, a million at $5,000 a month should take a, you know, if you only paid that, it's about 6 to 10 years to pay back. Just a guess. You know, I'm in my second year and I'm nearly halfway down. Why? Because I'm not just stuck with the payments I'm supposed to pay. You know, I've tried to pay a little bit more on the months that I'm kind of good at. You know, even if it's only an extra $5,000 a month, and I've tried to pay a little bit extra every time. You know, except for the first month or two, where you know I was kind of trying to buy stuff in. But now, I'm actually, I think the last month I actually put 30 grand into the loan. You know, and when I sold all my equipment, instead of buying fields to get another person in, I probably should have cleared the debt, because I had enough money there to clear the debt. But I chose to buy fields and stuff to try and get more people into the game if they want to come and help me. Yeah, so 680,000. Like I say, when I sold all that equipment from the first year's buying, where I was buying just stuff that just tied me over till I got money, I knew it would come. Because obviously this is not my first Zero to Hero. It's the hardest, but it's not the first one. And with that, I've got into a rhythm of using the shit and enjoying it. I mean, I moaned about using the shit all the time, but it was what it was, you know, it tied me over. What am I streaming tomorrow morning? Or is it afternoon? It's afternoon tomorrow. SnowRunner. SnowRunner, 1 o'clock UK, roughly. Mexico map. Like I say, if I finish my Mexico map, that doesn't mean SnowRunner's over and done with. What that means is we can go and help Kev with his map. And he's all the way back in Umar. And we'll just keep plodding on with Kev's maps until the new map comes out. Then we go back to mine and do the new maps till they're done, and then we go back to Kev's again. And then if we finish Kev's, just say in a couple of months' time, we look for somebody else's to help, you know? If somebody else has got SnowRunner maps to do, we'll do your maps. Just, you know, just let us know, make yourself available on a Monday between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock, just say, well, I would say the earliest is 12:30 UK time. Make yourself available for, and make sure you're there till about 5 o'clock. I mean, we'll be finished before. If we start at 12:30, we'll be definitely finished before. But one thing we will say is if we are playing on your map, you need to be there. We're not playing your map for you. We'll help you out as much as we can, but we're not playing your map for you. Not a chance. If we see you long term staying in one position, we'll just quit out and do something else. We're not playing your game for you. Not a chance. Like I say, not on your Nelly. Another thing that we don't want you to do as well, if we're helping you out, is follow us around. We want you to do missions and stuff for yourself and learn the game. And the more you learn the game, the more you will enjoy it. I mean, literally, the more you learn the game, the more you enjoy it. Because the better vehicles you'll get, and you'll be able to do more stuff and go more places and do more things. I mean, one thing me and Kev have said over the months of playing together, and maybe a couple of years now playing together, is that SnowRunner compared to a lot of games is really hard, which is why a lot of people, when they play SnowRunner for the first time, almost don't finish the first map because of the difficulty in vehicles that they give you. You know, they give you a shit pickup, they give you a shit truck without four-wheel drive, and go, here, do a map, and you're like, fuck off, you know? It's kind of one of them. Whereas what we recommend is if you've got friends with you, once you open up the multiplayer part of it, let your mate come in, let him lend you a truck, and then you go ham on getting your levels up. Once you get your levels up and money up enough, you'll pick up trucks that are on the map, sell them, buy a decent truck, level it up. There you go. Hey Minwit, how you feeling, dude?
Hope you have an amazing and blessed day.
I'm not gay, I'm fabulous.
No, you're gay.
Ah! Fucking...
How you feeling, dude?
You don't drive in real life. You can't fucking drive.
Rough, but better than last night. Good. How are you? Yeah, had a rough night. Not gonna lie, I had a rough night. Up and down. Woke up this morning, the shoulder was aching to fuck. It's getting a little better now that I'm moving around and warming up and using the steering wheel and stuff. It's getting a little better. Just chilling out on the farm, mate. Just chilling out on the farm. Minute, if you did want to come on, you've already got the farm. I don't think there's been any updates. You just need to. You would just need to download the mods. But you're very welcome to come on if you just wanted to chill out on the farm this morning. I'm only doing contracts, and you've got to use my equipment to do them. Farmer William, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. What's happened? What's happened? Well, Minute's not very well this morning. Well, wasn't very well last night. Just a bit of probably sickness and diarrhea. I don't know what was really wrong, but I'm just guessing it's just maybe a bit of sickness and diarrhea. My frozen shoulder's playing up. That's what's wrong with me this morning. I don't know. Maybe because of all the heat we've been having lately, it's kind of a little bit colder. It was a little bit colder last night. And yeah, the body was like, fuck off. So yeah, I'll get a bit of heat in the joint, and we'll be all right then. But yeah, I know I can invite Minute to the farm because Minute's already got the farm. If he's up to doing a little bit. We're gonna have to bring the van over in a minute. We've only got about 6 or 8 bales left of wrap to go, and then we're empty. I'm just getting out. Plus, I have to reinstall Farm Sim. I think the issue I'm having is that the whole game. I got to admit though, dude, Farm Sim just lately. I think Crofty's right in a way. Farm Sim just lately with the new update has been a little bit sketchy. I mean, even my game runs a bit bitty every now and again. But yeah, like I said before, I have had a few problems with the AMD graphics drivers as well, installing them. So I've done a clean reinstall twice now on when I've had the update. Hopefully next update, whenever it is, I'll check it and get it done, and hopefully it won't do it. Yeah, the other games have been okay, but we'll see. Yep. Yeah, you do what you got to do, mate. You know, if you feel that that's the way you got to do it, that's the way you got to do it. And also, Crofty's absolutely correct on what she said about maybe your video quality. First thing I would try to get things smoother is maybe lowering your output on your stream to maybe 720/60. I mean, it won't affect too much on quality for people viewing. I mean, I've seen great streams with people doing 720 as long as they run 60 frames, but it's half the quality that you were running before, which saves you a fair bit of power. Which is what I've told both Crazy Chris, because I know she gets affected when people play HFXs. And I'm like, you're trying to run 1080 at 30 frames, which is probably not a good idea. You know, so try running 720 at 60, and that might treat you a little bit better. She's like, yeah, I'll have a go. And same with Chucky. Chucky, the last time I was in Chucky was running 900 on the screen size, and I'm like, that's a bit of a weird number. Right. Let's get the truck. Is that the truck? No, that's not the truck. Truck I want is over there. Don't need fuel, do I? So let's Ditch the diesel. Let's go. But, you know, like I said before, guys and girls, I can only advise. It's up to you whether you take the advisement under advisement or whether you act on it. It's all up to you guys. You know, if it's streaming advice, how you guys want to view your own streams. What I will say though is, you know, every so often, just make sure you go back and have a look at some of your own streams and see what you think about what you're doing. I do it all the time, like once a month, once every couple of months. I'll pick a stream and I'll go back and have a look at it and see what the quality of the video's like, quality of the audio's like, and then I'll have a play around with the settings. But once I've had a play around and I go back to the next stream, I'll ask you guys what you think about what I've done, and if you guys say it's okay, then that'll be it until the next time I review my own stuff. Yeah, I don't touch anything between streams. Literally, I don't touch anything. Keep everything as is. All I do is switch off stream, done. Don't bother touching, no volume control, no nothing. Leave everything as it is once I got it how I want it. Mic's in the same place all the time. I don't touch where that is. I mean, literally, this one's now 8 inches away from my mouth, which is a little bit closer than what I had, the mic I sent you a minute, which is what I said, with what I was trying to say when Luke was on about, no, you want it really close, that mic. No, you don't. I literally had the mic I sent you about a foot away from my mouth, and you guys heard me absolutely fine. Right, that should be close enough. There we go. Oh, consumables? Why did it buy instead of taking off the oh, was it because it couldn't sit because I had them wrapped? Bollocks. Okay. Let's get the truck off the field. Didn't know it did that. Didn't know it did that. Forward it like that. Oh well, let's take this back then. Didn't know it did that. But I knew it had done that, see, I wouldn't have done it. Wouldn't have brought the van over. Well, it's because of waste of fuel. Tell you what, I do have to buy at some point. I do have to take the truck over to the shop at some point and buy baling cord for the square baler and put it on the back of here. Well, good morning. How we doing? That's on my to-do list for today. Once I've got the other bits sorted, I cancelled my show this afternoon as well. Yeah, GG's, mate. I was just saying, depending on how well you do feel or not feel, you know, if you're not going to IRL work, maybe not best to stream tomorrow either, just in case some of your viewers are from your work. That's not saying that, you know, I'm going to jump straight into your stream because you're not streaming. No, my stream's set for Mondays. You know it is. But yeah, like I say, probably best not to stream if you go sick from work, just in case anybody from your work does watch you. I'll be working tomorrow. Well, that's up to you, mate. Like I say, only you know how you feel, dude. But I'm just offering support. You know I am. Support and advice, dude. Support and advice. Especially because you work in a factory and you're standing up for long periods of time. Yeah, if you're not feeling 100%, then for me, I wouldn't go in. You're on the thing of being dangerous, aren't you? I squeeze through there. Yeah. Then the creek's back on, switch that off, go back to the baler and finish this field. Go. The only reason why I'm not streaming today is I don't think some people would understand how much streaming takes. Oh, streaming takes a lot out of you, mate. I know. I know, mate. You don't have to tell me about it. Streaming takes a lot of effort, and then what takes the most effort, which is what a lot of people don't understand, is if you, like me and yourself, where we try and keep a very upbeat stream most of the time, is even if your home life is feeling a bit shit, is trying not to put that over the stream and trying to stay upbeat and polite and shit. You know, that takes a lot of effort just in itself, without thinking about what you're doing on stream, without thinking, you know, advising people if they come in and ask questions. Yeah, just keeping the upbeat thing going. I mean, it's like when I do radio, I'm trying to be as upbeat and as positive and, you know, trying to strive forward and get people involved. And that takes an extreme amount of energy, you know, in comparison. Which is why sometimes, I mean, you guys have heard me say about it, it's why sometimes, because with TSFM you can look at the numbers that are listening, I get deflated when there's nobody really requesting music. I mean, the other night I had 580 people at the top of the chart that was listening on the 2-hour show, and I was getting like, I don't know, I averaged like 2 requests per hour each hour. You know, that's deflating for me. The focus is crazy. I mean, even though I know what I'm doing, I still want to put out a good show, so I don't want to lose concentration of any time and say something I shouldn't be, because obviously when I go on, I mean, you know me, when I'm on radio, I'm a constant professional, no swearing, no this, no that, la 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 la, try and have a laugh at everybody, get people involved, and yeah, and just to focus on the non-swearing part is a lot. So we've got the bells here that you can see, we've got the 4 over there, and then this is 24 grand. I couldn't turn this down. It was the only it was the only wrapping contract that we had, but 24 grand, I can't afford to turn that down. I don't know whether you missed my first part of my show today, Minute. I was on about doing Zero to Heroes, like you've currently started, like a relaxed Zero to Hero. And although you've got to play it your own way, my advice is don't lease your first tractor. Don't try and buy a decent tractor straight away. Work your way up into that. I would literally buy my first tractor and lease equipment, because equipment is less money to lease. I mean, I didn't spot how much that tractor cost you. I'll be there tonight for the meeting. But to be honest, mate, if you're not feeling terribly great, if everybody's ready after my stream, let's just get the meeting fucking done, innit? And then if you don't feel very well later on, it don't matter. The meeting's done. So if everybody's available, say midday, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever, we'll just get it done as quickly as possible. Because I know myself, when you're feeling shit, the later in the day it is, the more shit you feel. But I think it all depends whether Welsh is going out. Welsh, are you going out for dinner today? And if you can get hold of Luke. Nah, going out again? That's every Sunday, dude. You go out every Sunday. Well, you must do. You've ridden out the last 3 or 4. He likes his carvery, chat. He's like Scarvery. That's what he's doing. Yeah, if we, like I say, if we can get it done as soon as we can, I think you'll be a lot better because you can chill out then. That's my feelings on it. I'll be ready anytime after stream. Just let me know when everybody else is ready. Oh, and I don't think we got much to discuss, but it's just a few housekeeping bits, I think. Right, that's that contract done and dusted. Do we have any other contracts to do? 680,000 to go. Like I say, don't bother waiting, worrying about that until end of the month. Didn't go out last week while having food. No wrapping more. No more wrapping. Wow, I can't even speak. We've only got 1 harvesting to do. What did we say we were going to do next? Oh yeah, we said we were going to TED next, didn't we? But what food? Don't ask, Minute. Fucking don't ask. He's having a carvery. It'll make us all fucking jealous. I haven't had a fucking carvery for fucking, I don't know, 9 months maybe? Because the thing is that for me to have a carvery, it's like, you know, I think it's about 17 quid a person, so it's like £34 and then drinks, and you know, by the time 2 of us, you know, me and the wife go, that's like £45. You know, it's a lot of money. Carvery, you know, it's a lot of money. You know this is maybe Mac DS? Mm-hmm. And beer. Maybe lamb and some beer. What a surprise, Welsh is having lamb. What a surprise, chat. Welsh is going to have lamb. It's a surprise, isn't it? What? What did I say? I said it was a surprise. Welsh is going to have lamb. What's the fucking... What did I say? I didn't say nothing about the other, did I? Fucking calm your boots down, innit, chapper? What is a carvery? It's basically a roast dinner that you go to like an eating house, a pub or whatever, or restaurant, and basically you go and get it, and basically they put the meat on your plate, and you can put any amount of everything else on that you want, and then you go to your table that they've allocated you and you eat. That's basically a carvery. Yeah, so it's basically a Sunday roast at an eating house, and they basically carve the meat for you, and you can have basically unlimited veg, but then roast potatoes and stuff. Right, tether. So even though we've done quite a lot of stuff for us today, we've still earned, or we're about to earn, 40 grand. Sounds like a buffet. It is kind of a buffet, mate. It is kind of a buffet. It's a buffet with Sunday roast. But some of our eating houses do it every day of the week. That's primarily the thing. Right, that's down bottom corner. And that's up top from the farm in that? No, it's not the farm. That's on the field, just down from, just up from the town. I don't know which one to go to first. Probably the one down the bottom. Probably better. Use all the shortcuts to get down there. Oh, that's weird, look. Half of it's already tedded. That's probably the moisture mod. How long it's probably how long it's been waiting. Half of it's already dried. I'm guessing that's what it is. I mean, anybody else use the moisture mod to know for definite? If I could, I would. Love one every day. Yeah, the wife would too. The wife absolutely loves Carvery. I'm okay with it. I can take it or leave it. Don't really fuss me, but you know, the wife would have it every day if she could. But it becomes expensive. You know, 15 quid a plate plus a drink. You know, it becomes expensive. And on a Sunday, it costs more as well. Which is weird. It's the same meal, but on a Sunday, it costs more money. Work that fucker out. I'm not joking. For those of you guys who are not from England that are in chat right now, yeah, we're, you know, a buffet style roast dinner, which on Monday to Friday probably only costs you about 12 or 13 pound. On a Sunday probably costs you about 20 a person. 65 quid for 3 people. Wow. Like I say, I haven't been for a while, so I'm not up to date with the prices, but don't think it's so dear. With drinks. I would fucking hope so, mate. 65 quid for 3 people with drinks. You know, that's 22... No, it's not 22. It is. It's 22, 22.50, 22.30, something like that. For the amount of people. That's not too bad. It's fucking expensive down here, mate. I know Welsh is only just above me, but it's quite expensive down here. £22 a person. £65, you could make it at home for cheaper? Yeah, you could. Oh, yeah, you could. Right, it's not my field, so I don't have to really worry about where this is going. So let's get the field data up. Yeah, 2 tilde. Turn on. Boosh. Let's go. Fuck me, that's gone up like 300%. Oh, yeah. Sunday, the after church bunch days, more customers, more profit. Maybe, mate. And yeah, more. I agree with the more customers, more profit, and that's purely because not very many companies in the UK work on a Sunday. Yeah, I mean, go back a few, yeah, Farmer Williams right. Go back a few years ago, it was like £10 a person. You know, £10 a person for a carvery, and that in some places that was with drinks. Ooh. Ain't got many left. 4. 4 out of 3 pallets. 3 pallets, so it's not pallets. I don't know. Didn't. Wow, that'd be a lot of money, yeah, if I bought a pallet of drink. Jeez. Yeah, yeah. But it's so fucking nice. Oh yeah, mate. And no, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it, dude. You know. But for 65 quid for 3 people, I would seriously consider cooking it yourself. I really would. I mean, what's it gonna cost? 12 quid a person? I mean, your biggest cost is the meat, which you don't need a very big joint. I don't know, 10 quid, 12 quid joint. And then it's veggies and potatoes, so, you know. And that's not going to cost 50 quid, is it? Fucking hope not, anyway. And then, obviously, the cost of cooking it. So you could probably do your own for, like, 30. And save yourself half the money. Especially if you've offered to pay. We all put £20 into the pot, so it's not so bad. Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you're basically paying for your own, if you're going out to eat, then you know, fair enough. To save yourself the dishes and just, you know, going out and that, yeah, I get it. I get it. I do the same with the wife sometimes. If we can afford to do it, then obviously we'll do it, and you know. It gets her out of the house and stuff, so. You go 2 times a month? Wow. Welsh is made of money. So I'm fucking not. I think I've already done this line, but yeah, it was. Some weird reason the textures are just not looking great. I hope I don't have to reset this fucking farm again. I really don't. Yes, I was about to say that. Nearly every week for the last few, he's been saying he's going out. That's why when he said I haven't been for a little while, I was like, well, I'm sure for the last few weeks you've said you're going out for carveries and shit in the last 2 months. Not that I'm jealous. What do you mean, shush? Facts, dude. Just let us know. Let us know when you're back, Welsh. Like I say, I feel the earlier we can have this meeting a day, the better Minute will feel for work tomorrow. Until I started do 6 weeks away. You don't smoke, so fuck it. Yeah, true. Well, yeah, you've got to have some enjoyment, which is kind of, you know, the same way Baz looks at life. You know, he doesn't smoke, he barely drinks, or he doesn't drink. So what's he got left after he does his like 5 days of work because he sleeps away in his truck? You know, what's he got for his enjoyment? So he's basically gone hardcore into his rig, and you know, he gives back to the community a heck of a lot and stuff, and you know, and that's his enjoyment. Yeah, it's a long time away from the house, isn't it? Got to keep one eye on the clock now for these contracts. We'll probably get these 2 contracts over and done with, and then we'll skip the day anyway, just to get back to daytime. But we'll definitely get it.
What's up?
Hey, but we'll definitely get these contracts done. Wasted and thinking, but I got a new reason for throwing it down like a mug.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, me might have started the monkeys off. My house was my truck, as I still live in France. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, Baz spends 5 days a week in his truck. And like I say, he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, so it's like, what the fuck do I spend my money on? And yeah, like I say, he does a lot for the community, and yeah, his rig looks fantastic. Morning, how we doing? Thank you for the white light. White light. Not good, but how are you? Well, I'm not great. Minute's certainly not great. Yeah, so join the list of people that are not feeling great this morning. Must be the day for it. I mean, I'm not so bad. I thought about not streaming today. Although this morning it did cross my mind. Map, it's Drummond Extended. It's not out yet on Mod Hub. It's still in testing. So when it comes out, it will say it was done by Cavalier Roy, but basically it will be an update of the original map, and Roy takes no audits for the map whatsoever. Plus, we're going to a barbecue today. Oh, plus we're going to B&Q. What are you buying to destroy yourself? Oh, garden furniture. Nice. With luxury cushions. Luxury cushion. You know what luxury cushions are? Luxury cushions are a bit of fucking sponge about that fucking width. And they call it a luxury cushion. Is it? Fuck. It's a cushion. Kiss my ass. Fucking luxury cushion. I'm not joking, If you have a look at it, luxury cushion. Luxury, it'll end up about an inch thick. Fucking luxury cushion. Luxury for about a fucking 20 minutes until your ass fucking goes right through it, and then you're basically sitting on the wicker. I'm not ranting either. I'm literally not ranting this one. I know it may seem like I'm ranting, but I'm not. But that's kind of the thing with descriptions of that sort of furniture. Luxury pillows. Fuck off there about that fucking thing, you twat. How can that be luxury? Luxury is literally when you put your ass on the chair and you get buried with the fucking cushion. That's a luxury. Luxury pillow. Hard enough so you don't sink right to the fucking mattress, but comfortable enough so you know you can fall asleep. Like I say, guys, we're just watching the time as we do this field. Hopefully we can get it done with plenty of time left on the clock to go up to the other field and to quickly do that one. And with where we are on the map, we could probably cut across the laneway and come up by the shop, which will save us a bit of time. Now, not that it matters so much on this field because it's virtually a square, but the longer, I don't know, looking at the map, longer lines are probably up that way, but it's saying that the more efficient ways to do it is the way we're doing it, so hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I'm probably slightly louder now through the mic because I've leant forward. And if you haven't noticed, it's because, you know, then I've got my add-on bits for the mic at the right sort of volumes. Here we go. We're going long, and we're never to go. Here we go. Whoa. Rocking all over the world. And get away. We're going crazy, and we're going to stay. Here we go. This is going to take a little while. I'm hoping I get this done by about 9 o'clock in game. And that will give me like 2 hours to get up to the other field and quickly do that one, because that one's not as big as this one is. So hopefully we can get up to that one and quickly do that one before we... Like I say, even though we can work up till 12 o'clock, midnight, I kind of, depending where I am on the map, I like to finish about 11 or just after, and then I can get to the farm by midnight to switch off. And then run to the house, skip the time. Maximizing your day. That's part of why I'm earning so much as well. Maximizing my days. Rocking all over the world. Like I say, I said this before and I say it again. I'll keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face. There's no great theory to me earning as much money as I'm earning. Like I say, anything between 40 and 70 grand a day. Why am I earning that much? It's just hard graft. That's all it is. There's no great theory behind it. It's just efficiency and hard graft. You know, if I bring out an implement like I've got now, I'm stringing jobs together so I don't have to go back to farm and swap over. That's one part of saving time versus effort. You know, I'm not doing jobs that are going to cost me any money, like liming, fertilizing. Yeah, I'm doing bale wrapping. That cost me a little bit. But when, like the last job, 25 grand, cost me a grand to reload it, whoopity fucking doodah. Still earned 23 grand by doing it, you know? But like I say, if your field's only a grand's worth, and it costs you a grand for fur, even though, yeah, you'll have some left over, is it worth doing? In the small scale, you know, I always think small scale rather than large scale. So small scale per job, spending 1,000 to earn 1,000 isn't really time efficient. Even though maybe paying that 1,000, you can do 2 or 3 fields. I look at the individual fields as they are. So I'll do like fertilizing as a last resort of not doing logging. And if it comes to time versus energy versus money, I'll do logging. Like I say, between 4 and 8 grand for a couple of minutes work each load. Yeah, I'll log. I'm one of these that I actually enjoy the logging. You know, farm stick, Icon City buttons. What can I ask for? No, before anybody asks, I don't have the Moser farm stick. I'd like to have it. It's on a back. I'd like to have it even if I ordered it today from Moser themselves. It's on a back order, and they say the first lots of stuff will probably go out end of this month. So you're still talking 2 weeks before they're going to even start shipping customers, because they literally got to come out of the factory and be made. I know somebody that's bought theirs, and yeah, they've had an email saying that the same thing. Basically, they've not got any left, and they'll send his out when they finally get some in stock. And it's the same with overclockers. Overclockers, they put those back on pre-order. So literally you'll get it as soon as they get it in stock, which will be about the same time as Moser put theirs back in stock, I would guess, considering that's where that's where overclockers get their stock from. They just buy mass from Moser. What do you want, dog? You've had your chew, hey? Ain't you? You've had your chew. You want some loving? Do you want some loving? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hey. If you want to play, you'll have to go get your toy. Hey. If you want to play, you'll have to go get your toy. Yeah. She looks a bit of a scruff ball at the moment. She needs to go to the parlour, which is in a couple of days' time, I think. Let's have a look at my calendar. Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Yeah. 8:30 tomorrow. There we go. So yeah, I definitely won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm taking the dog to the parlour. So I hope it don't rain tomorrow. To be honest, I hope it does rain tomorrow, because then I should be out in it. Well, I say out in it. She's got me there by 8:30, which probably means we'll leave the house about 8:15. And then pick her up about 10 o'clock, which probably means I leave the house about 9:45. And yeah. We've been having summer cuts all year round. Why? Because we don't live in a cold house, so even the winter months aren't really winter for her unless she goes out, and then we put a coat on her anyway. So during the summer months just a collar, winter months we put a coat on. I know some of you are going to go, which is the same as what I was like, you know, it's a dog, it has a coat. Yeah, I get you. Hers is like angelic fur, so it's not as thick and shit as normal. Being a Bichon Frise cross Shih Tzu, it's hers is allergenic hair, which means even people who are allergic to dog fur are still good. And if they do sneeze and shit with her fur, then there's a bit more going on than just you're allergic to dog hair. Because like I say, she's 3/4 Bichon Frise, 1/4 Shih Tzu. So no moating. Very quirky attitude, I tell you that for nothing. She does have a very quirky attitude. And yeah, anybody that's met her will know. I mean, there's not many of you that have met her. I mean, I think the only person from the community that's really met her is Zeno, and then because of his dog, she was like really excited, so we had to in the end we had to take her out of the house, and the wife sat in the car with her for the last hour and a half. Because that was a funny journey. You know, I basically took two computers up and came back with 3 the day I picked my new computer up. And basically what he was doing, he was repasting the CPU paste and just going through Windows and stuff and making sure it was running. They were all running at optimal things. And yeah, he said he looked at mine, he looked at my old one, which is now with Borat, and he said, yeah, you did a really good job building that. I was like, yeah, my first one. Although one of the fans is on a bit unique, shall we say. One of the top fans. But it's alright. It's in place. It works good. And Borat's happy with it. So, yeah. I mean, I'm really happy with this one. It's magnificent of what I can do extra with this one compared to my old PC. I don't run anything at full spec either. I really don't. I mean, I could run Twitch in 2K. Do I want to? No. You know, like I said, if I couldn't output 1080-60, I'd go down to 720-60 and it would look just as good. You know, there's certain things you can do that would make it look just as good as running a 1080 stream, and nobody would really know the difference, as long as you're running 60 frames. That's the key. That's the key to having it look just as good as 1080, running it in 60 frames. Got to run it at 60 frames. Also, whenever there's an update for OBS, I always run the wizard. I always switch. When there's an update for OBS, I switch everything on that I'm going to use for streaming. So I have like 3 web pages open. I've got Discord open, Spotify, Lumia on. I've got it all on and running. I've got the game open. I've got a game open and running, and I run the wizard. And the wizard does all its clevery stuff in the background. And all I do is reset my sounds back to advanced, so I can delete the music from past broadcasts. And that's it. I don't do nothing else. I let the wizard set it up. I just change the sound back to normal. Yeah, and like I say, I literally don't touch it. What I do kind of do is I try not to use so many webhooks in my scenes. So I've literally narrowed down the amount of webhooks I use in my streams. Yeah, I mean, it's basically maybe 5 or 6 there at the moment. That's about it. Active. With the alternate of having, I don't know, about 10 if everybody's doing their thing. Also, I try and have my how should we call it, the HFX all from the same place. So they're all from the same place. Sound alerts all from the same place, even though I do use Tangier, which is a separate place, but that's only for TTS, so there's nothing visual there coming through. Yeah, so all that's all Lumiere. You know, that and anything that appears on screen, that's all Lumiere. So one place, one webhook. It's only Tangier that's a second webhook for most things. Streamloots, obviously, but that's the quality on them is kind of low because it's just a card that comes up with a picture with the sound, so that's very low maintenance. Oh, I realised. Oh, the other day, Luke, if you listen, I'd have realised why I didn't get anything from Streamloots this month. I didn't reach the payment threshold. That's why I didn't receive a payment on time. But like I say, normally if I do, it doesn't matter if it's a Saturday, Sunday, whatever. It's just a digital payment. So hopefully we'll get one next month. Don't forget, guys, if you want me to get another pack of cards, so at the moment I've got three packs of cards. So I've got my main pack, farming sim pack, and a trucking pack. If you want me to have a third pack in the next, or when did I start the timer? 2 days ago. So you got 28 days to buy 100 packs. Now I know that seems a lot, but when you can get 20 packs for 16 euros and get 30% off with my code, one person each time. Yeah, it wouldn't take very long to get it. Same here. I don't know what it is with Streamloots, guys. I really don't know what it is. I know I give away a lot of packs. That's probably my problem. I do give away a lot of packs. Same with Minute. We give away, between us, we must give, I don't know, 50 packs a month probably away. And maybe we should calm that down a little bit. Because I've looked around. My cards are some of the cheapest cards in Streamloots. I mean, literally, one euro will get you a pack of 3. €1, less than £1. Get you a pack of 3. I don't know what I can do to make them cheaper. Or make you guys go, yeah, they're cheap enough to buy. Especially when I know that some people's... Especially when I know that... some people's cards are really fucking expensive. I mean, I looked at one streamer's cards the other week and they were $7 a pack. $7 fucking dollars a pack. And you get 2 cards. Mine's €1, which is cheaper. I think it is dollar to euro. I think it's cheaper. And you get 3 cards. So it's like, I don't know what the percentage is on that. 60% cheaper? No, more than that. Whatever the percentage is, but massively cheaper. Like 8 times cheaper. If you put it in timeses. But then again, I want you guys to, at the same time as, obviously, I want to get to the partnership and I want to get the other packs in and be able to separate my packs out and stuff. I also want you guys to have fun from playing the cards. It's not just about the money. Well, it isn't about the money at all. The money just comes in for giveaways and upgrades and new games and shit like that. But I want you guys to have fun when you're playing them, so that when you do play them, like just a minute ago, you know, if I weren't doing kind of the job I was doing, he might have completely fucked up, you know, what I was doing. But it's only tedding, so you know, it's all good. You know, it's like if I was harvesting, he might have fucked it up. $7 is €6.05. Yeah, so for one pack of 2 cards, you're paying 6 times more than my packs with this guy, and you're getting an extra card. And he sells them with like a few a day. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying, you know, that it's a fact. And sometimes, you know, it's just who you are as well. You know? Like I say, I look at other streamers and go, you know, why do you guys watch and follow him? Yes, the guy's entertaining, but he barely recognizes his chat. I mean, he might have like a couple of thousand people watching him, and he's got the chat on slow mode and stuff like that, but barely acknowledges anybody in chat. And it's like, why? Why watch and follow a guy that barely recognizes that you're there? Now, one of the reasons is you enjoy his content, obviously, but you know, I don't know. I'm having a rant now. It turned into a rant quickly, didn't it? So, end of this road, past the sales place, take a right, and then we should find the field. Yep. But anyway, guys, any way you can help with the followers and the subs on the red side. Like I say, if I hit the 500 and get monetized over on the red side, 12-hour stream. If we hit 2K on the purple side, 12-hour stream. And no, if we get the two together, I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. What we'll do is we'll probably organize a day where we can do like a 16-hour stream, and then we'll do like 10 or 12 hours every day after that until the timer ends. Because like I said, the timer will be on as well. Oh yeah, I know the way into this field. I just realized where it is. Let's use this field here. Swing around, go in by 79, and then follow 80 around the corner. So go in by here. This might be a bad idea. I might turn around. Yep. Okay, I gotta go round 80. I gotta go round 80, then take a left. Nine o'clock. I got 2 hours to basically do this field. I'm not very far off the farm, and I've only got a tether on, so I'm going pretty quick. So yeah, if I set myself 2 hours for this field, can I go that way up to the field? That'd be an advantage if I can, instead of going around the wood. Oh, cutting the trees down is also fixed on my playthrough as well now. So we can now chop wood where we couldn't before. Howdy dum dum. Oh, I wonder whether you could get out that way. Wow, Mimi, thank you very much. The only downside is I don't. Here, I need to ask you actually whether that goes towards the give. No, it doesn't. Does it? The subscribes don't go towards the giveaways every week. I've already asked him. I don't know why. It's just the way Stream Roots do it. Thank you, Mimi. Anyway, appreciate you. So there's a clue for you a minute. If somebody subscribes through Stream Roots, it doesn't count towards your weekly allocation of giveaway cards. Like I say, I've already asked Q about it. Reason I'm saying I've already asked Q about it, Q's a partner with Streamloots, and he's kind of the community's go-to on Streamloots stuff. You know. Mimi, thank you very much for buying a 10-pack. Thank you very much. Guys and girls. And she bought ATS ones as well. Don't know why, but hey, ATS ones. She must have shitloads of farm sim cards, that's all I can say. But that does mean the giveaways are active. So, what we'll do to celebrate that is let's do a Plinko for Streamloots cards. If you land on the star, you get a pack of Streamloots cards. Exclamation Plinko. You're welcome. There you go. Jimmer's here. Jimmer's going for it. If you land on the star, you get some Streamloots cards. Go, 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 go. Oh, minutes. Oh, I thought you was going to do it then, minute. Really thought you was going to do it. Literally, you started off that far left and you bounced right the way across into the middle, and I thought, yeah, he's going to do it. Nobody? Oh, Mimi got another pack. She's just bought 10 and now she's got another random pack. And I do mean random packs. Oh yeah, those mystery cards, on testing most of them, they are the same thing. But of course you won't know which card you've got until you've played it. But they are the same thing, each card. Like I say, each one I tried 2 or 3 times is exactly the same thing. Fuck it, I'm feeling generous. Mimi reset Plinko and then we'll have another go. Thank God. There you go, it's gone. Have another go, book peoples. Have another go. No, no. Oh, no, minute back's the wrong way. Damn. If Mimi gets in this time, it's not fixed, okay? Oh, it looks good if she can bounce right again. Gonna bounce right? Oh, yeah. It's not fixed, I swear it's not fixed. One thing we can do though, guys, we can do some thingy racer today. Rigged. There we go. We can play some Stream Racer at about 10 o'clock. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Remember, more people we can get playing that one, the more I give away. You know, we get more than, what do we say? More than, is it more than 10 people? We do a 1, 2, 3. Mimi's got a legendary card. Mm-hmm. Scary. I've actually hired up the amount of cards, the amount of legendary cards you get to, I think it's 2%. It's normally set at 1 point something, but all your here's the weird thing, all your percentages for your cards when you give them away have to add up to 100%. So you kind of got to watch where you're going with them. Yorkshire, morning, how you doing, dude? Okay. What would you like? Just woke up. Nice. That one. That's what I'm currently wearing. Okay, outfits. Only full outfits. Didn't go to bed until 5 a.m. Well, nice to see you awake already. Maybe not. Advice today, don't go on Eurotruck. Top row, fourth one along. So that one. Or top row down here. Edge cutting shit. Can I take off the helmet? Can I take the helmet off, Mimi? No, bitch. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I'm protecting myself in a fucking tractor, but hey. Asso. Tart. I can do this all day. Flat bag. Oh, wow. Okay. Helmet is part of the uniform? Maybe. Yo. Again. You don't have to keep saying hello, Mr. Dragon Mister. You've already been in 3 times. Right. Ups and downs. Just woke up. Then somebody's been on your account, dude, because you've been in twice already. Oh look, Yorkshire's flying. It's only me. It's only me. We're jumping all over the world. Puddin'. He's not the Joker, you know. Well, he is a Joker, but, you know, he's not the Joker. Fucking Puddin'. You've drunk too much coffee. Mm-hmm. Okay. What you said in the last 3 times you've wrote anything in chat just doesn't make sense. You've been sleeping, but you've drunk too much coffee. That don't really make sense. Do you drink coffee in your sleep? Mm-hmm. Probably some of the problem. Police behaving here, you know what I mean? Are you telling me what to do in my own stream, Yorkshire? Really? You really want to go there? She's behaving until she doesn't behave. Gets the whips and chains out. I don't want no whips and chains. I want that on you. So we got basically an hour to do this field, and then we got to retreat back to the farm and end the day. Why is that? Because I can only work till midnight. I mean, I could call you. Oh, me. I don't know where the lads come. Like I said, I don't know where the lads come in the race last night. Because it started about, I think the session started at 2, which means the race didn't start till probably about 2:45, which means the race ended 2:45 in the morning. So I don't know where the guys ended their 12-hour Barcelona. Last time I watched, they were like 17th or 19th, and some guy ran them off the road that was already 2 laps down. Borat was at the wheel. They had to come in for repair, which apparently didn't repair, and then they had to go. He did a lap and came back in and actually got repaired, which was a shit because it meant wasting a whole lap. So I don't know where they ended up in the end. I'm a good girl. Keep telling yourself that. She is. Wow. Wow. It's okay. She's calling herself one. Okay. I was going to say be careful about that one, but she's actually calling herself it. So, okay. Well, that's got a bit far. Might just about get this field done, I think. Before like, I don't know, 10 past 11. We've only got that little bit to do, and we've done 2 headlands, so. So we basically bought £1,100 worth of wrap because we didn't do it in the right way when we were in the field. So basically we started today with 0. So whatever we've got on the board now is money we've earned from contracts. So just from today, 29,400, not including the 2 tedding jobs that I want to have done and this job here, which will be another about 11,000. So 40,000 for the day, and literally not really done a full day's contracts because I was doing my own work at the start of the stream. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. Like, dog's looking over at me. It's just probably just to say, "Fucking will you shut up?" After stream, guys, like I said, I've got a couple of odd jobs to do straight away. So got to take the bins down. I don't know. Might take if it's, I mean the sun's out, but if the temperature's down, I might scooter quickly around the block or something, just to give the wife an extra 20 minutes apiece. I mean, she'll have enough exercise tomorrow when she goes to parlour, because that's quite a ways. But I walk her there and walk her back. There you go, finished. Don't know you didn't know you had a scooter. I said scoot, not scooter. Scoot is in walk quickly. Dickhead. Dicky cunt. Right, let's get back to the farm. You did say scoot, I heard it. You guys need your fucking hearing checked. Really do. If you guys thought I said scooter, you know, scooter, rather than scooter, scoot her round the block, you need your fucking hearing checked. I know it sounds kind of similar. And I know I kind of ramble sometimes, but you know, Mimi heard me saying scoot her. Now, but you guys still need your hearing checked. See, you know. Just it's Sunday. Poor excuse. Looks like we may need to wash the tractor as well. There's a bit of grime building up on the windscreen. You said it fast, sounded like it? Uh-huh. I say everything fast. And although maybe what Luke said the other day about listening to yourself and maybe you slow down, I can't. Whenever I listen to myself through Wave, it's delayed by about 2 seconds or half a second. And I don't know, I just can't listen to myself. Unless it's bang in time, which it isn't, because there's a slight delay going through the program. I can't listen to myself. Be very, very fucking careful, you. He is 80. I know I'm getting on in years, but, you know, over-guesstimating by fucking shitloads is not on. Uh-huh. I'm not quite 50. Probably got just enough time to put fuel in, wash the tractor off, put everything away.
Hawaii Gamer 626 asked me, is Matt wise for his age? I, for their age. Wisest fish in this muddy harbour, I'd say. They've got the look of one who's survived storms, bad crops, and the occasional cursed tractor wheel. Still, wisdom be a slippery eel, matey. Some days they're a sage, other days they're just shouting at a fence.
There you go. I can tell you now, anything that you don't pay for with bits will be kind to me. And that's not the way. That's not anything to do with any kind of settings you can put either. It's just the way that the AI voices are. Anytime you try and be insulting to me with a question, to me as the streamer with a question, it won't do it. It will swing it round to make it a positive. Nothing to do with paying it off. Like I say, there's a couple of over 18 ones which you got to do with bits, but yeah, they'll be insulting because one's like a ruthless grandmother that doesn't give a shit about what she's saying. Thank you very much for the like over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Right, let's put this away, run to the house, skip the day. Put the weight somewhere as well, just in case I don't need the weight. So let's go run. I'll put it beside of the shed here. Probably the best place to put it. Back a tiny bit. There we go. To that one. Badoosh. Right. That's the end of that day. Right, let's accept all monies in. This is the good bit about being on ×5 is I never run out of contracts to do. No matter what time of the year it is, I never run out of contracts. And that's another reason why I don't play for map domination. Right, 7 o'clock in the morning. Right, it's raining, so I can't do any harvesting or anything like that. Let's have a quick look at my fields, see how they're getting on. That one's grass, it's regrowing. That one's grass, it's regrowing. And these are in kind of first or second stage growth. I think that's first, still second. I need to buy some field data. Okay, I've got field data for that, field data for that. Where's the field data gone for that? Need field data for that. And I need field data for that. Oh, I've already got field data for that because it's a light color. Okay. So this field's a good field to have. It's all loam, 100% yield, 100% yield already in the soil. I just need to keep it good to get 100%, 25% expected. This field's exactly the same. If I can keep it up, I get 100%, 125% extra yield. The grass field is exactly the same. This field's slightly worse because it's 100% sandy loam, and only going to go up to 100% on the yield. You get 100% and 10% out of that one, and I expect 110 out of this one, or 115 out of that one. There you go. So that's my fields: 2 grass, 4 money fields, which won't be ready for a couple of months yet. Right then, while it's raining, let's just quickly go over and look at this, because I do need... No, don't buy the soil for that. Thank you. Let's just go over and have a look, see what's in here. See if they've got a... What am I looking for? Auger. Another trailer. That might come in handy. 19 grand. I want an auger for putting lime in it. I'm not sure how often this thing turns itself around. It appears not a lot. This is virtually the same things that was in here the other day. Got another Kramer. Yeah, basically the same as what any was in here the other day. See tender. Yeah, there's not a lot in here. Not interested in semi-units. I'm really not. I might try on this farm. If one comes up in the sales, I might try. I'll show you what I might try. I might try just for doing crop, like running crop everywhere. I might try like one of these, either that one or that one. And what these are units that you can use a trailer rear on them. And I might try one of these. I haven't tried since they came in the game. I've never tried one. So combinations that you can have these in. The one I like the most though is this one here. I like this one because it does the most. I don't know whether it actually does the most, but it seems to do everything. Just having a look through. Yeah, that seems to do everything as well. But yeah, 9 grand for that. That's not too bad. The downside is standard 152,000. Although this one's cheaper, 144,000. Oh, okay. Just having a look at what the difference is. This one's actually a lot better. 800 litres of fuel, same amount of power, same speed, and yet it's cheaper. Interesting. To be honest, I wouldn't want to do too much to it. The illuminated star and shit, I don't really need that. I would probably just have a better engine in it, and that's about it. Other than that, yeah. It's only going to be a runabout start thing. Okay. Time is it? 10 o'clock. Right. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short bio break, and then we'll do a couple of games of Steam Racer, and then we'll end the day, I think. Right. So let's end the day there. There we go. Let's get up Steam Racer. Like I say, I'll take a short break, and then we'll do a couple of games of it, and we'll raid out. You guys on YouTube, I'm going to raid out there because, well, not raid out there. I'm going to end stream there for you because you guys can't play Steam Racer, so I'm unlucky. But we'll see tomorrow at about 1 o'clock for some SnowRunner. Toodles.